Blockchain Genie here.
Hey, Bitcoinjake09 here. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing alright. I guess we'll just go over a couple things. So, I guess we want to talk about the forks, of course.
Well, you know, that's an important thing to talk about.
Yeah, I thought I saw something today about the Bitcoin 2x fork possibly not happening. So,
you know, we were talking about it, and like, you know, Halloween's coming up, and like, I think like for this episode, like, you know, like to me, like Bitcoin is like this walking zombie that people are just trying to keep alive. So I'm going to be the Bitcoin zombie killer this episode. So this fork mess is an absolute mess. I mean, you know,
I know. I mean, Bitcoin Gold came out of nowhere this last week.
No communication for anybody.
Yeah, there's no wallets that you can really get for it. But I mean, I don't know.
It was kind of shady. Bitcoin Gold. You've been telling me about it.
I mean, it was around a little bit. It was very shady, though, the way everything happened with it.
I mean, and that's the open source nature of Bitcoin, I think.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is anybody can technically fork their own coin off of Bitcoin and call it something. Right, you know, Bitcoin silver or whatever, Bitcoin copper, like what?
Yeah, I mean, so I don't have so much an issue with, you know, the forks, and, you know, like, I'm not really envious of a new coin getting formed, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, I want some consistency. And
right.
I feel like, you know, it's hovering at $6,000.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
that's kind of scary in a way, because I mean,
2 months ago it was at $4,000.
Oh, I know. This whole year it's gone up $5,000 since, you know, January 1st. Basically, it's
we finally
ridiculous.
got some like parity in the graphs. You know, I think that's the right term, where it's, you know, there's some difference between that and Ethereum, because it looked like it was tied to Bitcoin.
Well, I mean, a lot of times you see that with a lot of the altcoins, because a lot of them are tied to Bitcoin in a way, but that's where Ethereum and Litecoin has kind of broken off a little bit, but more so Ethereum.
Which I was waiting to see, and, you know, so now we've seen where, you know, Ethereum, it went up, but at the same time it's hovering around that 300 mark.
Yeah.
So that's not that same trajectory that we're seeing with Bitcoin. So yeah, it's just.
Well, I mean, Ethereum still got some room. They just put out Metropolis update, so within a year they're going to do Casper, and basically Ethereum's not going to be mineable anymore. I think Ethereum just forked apparently the other week too, and I wasn't even close to up to date on that one.
It's impossible really to stay up to date with at this point. I mean, I'm doing my best, but I don't know. It's something that, you know, we definitely got to keep our eye on a little bit more, because, you know, a lot of people are putting a lot of money into this, you know, especially, you know, some people are.
Yeah, no, I know personally, because, like, I mean, I just posted that 15-second video the other day of that miner I set up for, you know, that shop owner. That's a $3,000 miner. He's already got another one on the way. I mean, but they do make $25 a day, you know, roughly, sometimes a little more than that.
And you know, because I remember when it was, you know, it went up with, you know, that first initial spike, that was all like artificial, so it went back down, and then like it started to go back up, and like one of the first dips it had, they were just talking about how, like, you know, all the miners, you know, like Genesis mining, you know, like, you know, those types of places weren't going to be able to sustain themselves because they're built on a model of growth. Right.
Well, I think also that's why, you know, certain companies like Genesis Mining branched out to other things, as like, you know, X11 mining and you know, stuff like that, GPU mining specifically, because GPU mining will always be available.
I guess so.
There will always be a coin that will be GPU mineable. That's what I'm saying. So no matter what, like, even if you can't obtain Bitcoin by mining with your GPU, you can mine some altcoin, you know, and then exchange it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so I don't know. I just, I'm taking a look around at this Bitcoin thing, and I'm wondering what the future of it is.
I know, right? Like, the price is almost scary, but then it's still got so much potential. Like,
why is the government, being so quiet? And I don't mean that in a conspiracy way. I mean that in like...
I think they're holding. I think they're just kind of waiting for the right time.
Well, they're definitely holding back.
Well,
like you're saying, because like...
Well, I mean, I think they're holding Bitcoin too, though, in a way. I mean, you know how much they seize. Sure. Like, I mean, they don't... Yeah. I mean, they auction off some of it, but that's just a little bit, so they can kind of, track it and see what things do with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure they definitely still hold some.
Well, so what I'm getting at is, like, their interest, the United States government's interest in Bitcoin is really going to be something that I don't know, I just feel it.
Like, are they going to be interested in Bitcoin, or are they just going to use the technology behind it?
Yeah, I mean, I feel it coming on. I feel like they're in the works. They got, the talks going. Nobody has any clue what's going on with this Bitcoin thing. The only people that have a clue what's going on with Bitcoin are the people who are mining it, because they're making money.
Yeah.
And then the people who are trading it are making money too. So,
yeah, well, I mean, there's a thing where you can just look at the altcoins, basically a stock market, and you get on Bittrex. It's just the same as trading stocks, basically.
Which is really weird. But
right.
The cool thing about it is it's more because of the ledger technology, because it's keeping track of every transaction. It's actually safer.
It's more transparent, too.
Right. The broker's not doing all the stuff for you behind the scenes, just taking your money and making it back. You have a direct mathematical equation telling you what your chances are, and go from there, right? So, yeah. But like, so like that's what I wanted to talk about was like, like I've been trying to use my Bitcoin, and like,
well, I mean, yeah, you're in pretty good profit, so I mean, that's a good time to do it.
Yeah, so I mean, like, looking at that and like, I'm looking at getting more, so it's like, I'm asking myself, is it, and obviously it's both, the answer's both, but like, what's it better to do with Bitcoin at this point? Like, buy it and hold it and wait for this like $10,000 increase, that people are prophesizing about, or, do you just, get it to use, like you talked about, where, you pick up some and you go buy a pack of bubble gum and...
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a few ways to look at it, and I think a few of the best options are to buy little amounts incrementally, so that way, no matter what the price is, you're not really affected that much by it. The other thing that you can do with it is, I mean, like you've gotten a lot of profit already, and so, I mean, take a little bit here and there, like you said, go buy a pack of gum or whatever, but I would say one of the first goals as a Bitcoiner would be to try to obtain 1 Bitcoin. Because it's, almost going to be impossible soon, for one. And then for 2, if you can get one, not everybody in the world is going to be able to have one. So, that's where the real money's going to lie, and holding that Bitcoin for as long as possible.
I suppose as much of an advocate as I've been for the technology, and as interesting as it is to me, I've never taken that step past $2,000, even considering owning a bit, like purchasing a Bitcoin at this point.
Yeah, I remember when it dipped to like 1,800, when it was like, oh man, I wish I would have, because I knew, I don't know.
We all kind of had the feeling it would go up from there, but like,
man,
it's pretty. Like I know we keep saying it, but like, I mean, it's unbelievable that it would keep going up.
It's an amazing thing. It's its own like entity almost.
I think what makes it unbelievable for me is that people still don't know about it.
Yeah.
People know what gold is. They know what the stock market is, but they've completely missed the boat. And so that's why we do stuff like this, but it's just interesting that like it's gonna by the time people know about it, like what the hell is a Bitcoin at
$25,000?
Right, like what is that? Like
that's when basically when people are probably gonna start knowing about it. Because it's going to be all over the news and stuff. Like,
it's just interesting because like
it's already starting to happen. Like when it hits like over 10,000, it hits like 12,000. Like it's going to be on the news. More people are going to get into it. Like when the price is already high, it's going to drive the price up even more, and then it's just going to be ridiculous.
So the blockchain app
added Ethereum,
added the Ether network.
They did.
So that's, for anybody who's on Coinbase, it's actually Ethereum, like it refers to it as can you explain why it's called Ether on the blockchain?
Well, Ethereum or Ether, it's just a term. Like it's just gas for whatever the network does.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. It's you just hold Ethereum.
And apparently you said eventually you're not going to be able to mine it. I know we've talked about that.
The Casper update. It's going to be, I think it's less than a year now because they already updated. They updated Metropolis, and within a year from that, their plan is to update to Casper, and then after that, it's not going to be mineable. It's only going to be stakeable.
Proof of stake.
Yeah.
How much do you have to have again?
1,000.
200?
1,000.
What a joke. So what happens to people who have one or two, like myself? You just have some? Yeah,
it's going to be something for the network, so you use it for apps and things, or I guess dApps is what they're called, decentralized apps.
So, that's a real distinction people need to make in their minds that Ethereum is not a currency.
Not really, no. It
can create tokens.
Yeah. It's a programmable blockchain.
But you're never going to go up to a place and spend Ethereum. I mean, like, there'll never be a Ethereum shift card, right?
No, I think they do have stuff like that. But, I mean, I think you can use Ethereum or the other tokens that you hold on your Ether wallet or whatever.
Okay. I'm not fighting the concept. I was just trying to, definitely talk about what it is. So, because I just feel like sometimes Ethereum, like, Litecoin's trying to be like the little Bitcoin, I feel like.
Yeah.
But, Ethereum's have this different role. And I've been, I'm heavily staked in Ethereum at this point, so it's not super heavily, but it's all dabbling for me. But,
yeah, I mean, you got it in a good time, so it's all good.
Yeah, so
Litecoin's still a good time because I think it's gonna, it'll be $100 coin sooner or later.
Yeah, totally. I mean, and the real active markets in that trading aspect, that if you were trying to theoretically make money, it's get Bitcoin, Litecoin. Okay, trade some.
Well, that's essentially what I did for that shop owner. Is we got an Antminer L3, which is a 504 mega hash script miner that uses about 850 watts. So it costs about maybe $60-$70 at the most a month to run, but it's making $25 a day about, sometimes more, sometimes up to 30. And then I think we're doing nice hash is the pool we're on, but we're just throwing the script at it, and then it runs whatever's most profitable, and then gives us Bitcoin.
That's tight. So y'all are talking about getting more, man. I want to come over when you do and hear the hum.
Oh yeah, I mean, you talking about? Do you might want to get a warehouse and fill one of them up? It would be so sick. I can't wait.
Well, it's a whole new field, whole new technology.
Exactly. That's why I do what I do, because otherwise these people don't know what to do. And that's why they need help, and that's why I don't mind helping, because it's stuff I want to do,
Oh, yeah. That's right, man.
Love it.
Heck yeah. Well, hey, man, I got some Halloween partying I got to do here.
Yeah.
So, sounds about right. I think what's next month? The Thanksgiving episode will be Thankful for Bitcoin.
Right. I wonder what the price will be right before Christmas.
Make a prediction real quick. Before Christmas.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say within 2 weeks before Christmas, it'll be around 8,200.
8,200. Damn. I mean, I'm gonna say 7,000.
Okay. We'll see.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you then.
All right, man.
All right, buddy. Take it easy.
You too.